Alright, so this is the look that I did today, and I realized after starting the video that I didn't do an intro or an outro, so we're just gonna talk through it. I used the Maybelline Master Conceal in light medium to clean up my brows. Gotta have your brows done because they're gonna be one of the main focuses of this video. So make sure you clean up. I usually don't put concealer on top of my brows. I use foundation up there because I don't like that highlighted look, but there's going to be a lighter area in between the brow and the color, so you want to use the concealer. I'm only doing the concealer on top for the outer part of my brow because the color isn't going to go all the way to the inside. And then I am putting a white powder shadow on top of that. All the colors in this video are either from the 35OM palette from Morphe or they're from the 35U multi-shimmer palette. I think this is the white from the multi-shimmer palette, but I can't tell. It looks kind of matte, so it might just be the lightest shade from the Morphe palette. This is an e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm going in with purple from the 35U palette. Kind of making just an outline around this white shadow that kind of goes along the same shape as my brow. And you can just add a little bit more color at a time. Started to use that brush to blend it out. That's an e.l.f. brush as well, but I can't remember what it's called. I think it might be a concealer brush. I don't remember. Anyways, now I'm going to go in with a pink, like the magenta looking shade from the 35U palette. And I'm going to blend it in with that purple and then blend it a little bit down the nose line, the bridge of my nose. Go back in with a little more purple. And I use this same brush throughout the whole video. Since I'm blending those colors together, it doesn't really matter if I switch brushes. Go in with a little bit of color at a time because if you put too much, it's kind of hard to take it back, but it's not hard to build it up if you have a little less than you need. So just going back in with that white and then blending it out. I wanted this color to go a little bit. I wanted it to like blow out where you couldn't really see the end of it. So I just kept blending out those edges. The black brush is actually clean. It doesn't have any color until now, actually, right when I say that. I'm adding a little bit of a deep blue shade that's in the same palette, the 35U, and then using some of that white shadow to clean up the shape. I felt like this blending brush, or this crease brush, actually worked a lot better to control where the shadows went than the black brush. The black brush was more for blending out the edges. And moving on to the other eye, I actually mixed the turquoise shade with a little bit of green. Both of them were in the 35U palette. I just didn't want it to be super blue and not super green, so I mixed them together. And this was like the medium green in the palette. There's a light green and then there's a deep green, and this is like the medium one. It's like a forest green. Add more, as much color as you want, and blend it out. And then that's just green that I just blended there. It had no blue in it. And I'm talking away to my best friend on the phone. And now I'm adding blue. So just like the turquoisey blue color, it's really shimmery. You can see a lot of the shimmer in that one. When I turn my face, you can see it in the light. Go down the bridge of the nose a little bit, just like we did with the pink on the other side. See that shimmer? It's almost like a blue highlight. Make sure you blend those together, that blue and the green. And then I wanted to add a little bit more of the dark blue on this side. And I'm also going to put some of that dark blue on this side. I just wanted to give dimension. I didn't want it to look too plain. This look is based on a brow outlining picture that I saw on Instagram. Right now I cannot remember the name of the person. Her name has Jess in it, Jess, but I can't remember the name. I'll just put it in the description bar down below. But she just did like a brow outline. It was pink, I think. And I really liked it, and I kind of just took that idea and ran with it. And I wanted to add more. I didn't just want it to be brow outlining, so I'm going in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk underneath my eye. And then I'm going to take the colors from the other brow and put them on this side. And I'm doing them backwards. So the darker colors in the inner corner, fading out to the lighter colors in the outer corner. So purple went into the inner corner, and pink went to the outer corner. And I kind of dragged this color out a little bit to make almost like a wing. And then did the same thing on the other side. I did the green in the inner corner and then blue in the outer corner, and we dragged it out a little bit too. And this is the NYX gel liner pencil. I like it because it's waterproof. We're just going into the waterline with that. And I'm just pulling that purple in a little farther to make sure it's in the inner corner and dragging that pink out a little more. You can add these colors and build them up as much as you like. I was just kind of winging it while I was going. I didn't know where I was going with the look. I just kept seeing little things I wanted to add. So I'm doing an eyeliner now just to give definition to the eyes, but it's not going to be a wing or anything because I feel like there's already enough going on here. But I used the Hard Candy liquid liner. And then these are the Kiss So Wispy lashes. They're number 2, I think. It's 02. But I didn't think they gave enough drama, so I added the Kiss So Wispy 03 lashes on top. And I feel like it kind of made it look like the Queen Bee lashes. I really liked it because it made them a little longer. They were long and full, and they had that really wispy look to them. And then just brush off. I added a little bit of translucent powder on my brush and just brushed off any fallout. And then I added the white from the 35U palette, the whitest shimmer shade, into the inner corner, just to highlight. Oh, I forgot. I did this lip. I used the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Berry Struedel, the purple color, and then I just added some of that blue shadow from the 35U palette into the center to create this shape, but I ended up not really liking it that much. I just felt like there was too much going on with the eye look and the lip. So you'll see at the end I changed it. But I'm mad because I obviously didn't record it. It's not going to be in the video. But once you see the lip that I changed it to, I'll tell you what it is. And that was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus makeup setting spray. And then this is my favorite, my Ofra highlighter in the shade Blissful. My husband got this for me, and I love it. Of course, you gotta have a pop-in highlight if you're gonna have such a dramatic makeup look. And I like the lip. I actually really like the way it looks, but I just really didn't like it with this eye look. I just felt like there was a lot going on, so I just couldn't use that. So this is the finished look.